Next session, commerce. In this session, we are having BAF, BMS, BBI, etc., CA, Actuarial Science, and CFA. For this, I would like to invite on stage the person, the person who is going to lead this session is Professor Shubda Gala. Please welcome. Tanvi Shah, Sunny Savla, and Devansh Dedia. The chairperson of commerce session, ma'am Professor Shubda Gala. Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Maharshi Dayanand College of Arts and Science, Commerce, Parel. She has teaching experience of 22 years at graduate and postgraduate level. Her degrees are MCOM, MPhil, NET, SET, B.Ed, pursuing PhD also. Her research papers are published in international journals, national and international conferences and seminars. She has attended, and she has, as in lecturer, she has attended a lot of national and international conferences and seminars. She had visited Sweden in May 2019 under International Student and Faculty Exchange Program. So the next session by Ma'am Shubda Gala. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, good noon. All freshen up quickly. How many are from 10th standard, 10th grade? Okay. Anybody 12th? कोई छे 12th वाला? Okay. Good lot. Yeah. So, first of all, I will be telling you about general commerce. Like it's a base. Many of you must have already chosen commerce in school. How many are such? Already given up on science subjects and selected commerce? Yeah, few of them. So I'll be leading you through, see there are many specialized careers. I will be leading you through the general commerce as a stream. Like we are all business community, correct? So commerce is in our blood, right? Commerce runs in our blood. So commerce, it's not a subject like, say, you say, give due main respect to arts and science subject, they are the main subjects. Commerce is an applied subject where you need to learn about various interdisciplinary subject, right? So here, the opportunities are broad. You can work in various sectors. So there are no specific sectors. Okay, you can become this, you can become this, you can become a doctor, you can become this, you can do anything because so many opportunities are open. So commerce is the most, most popular subjects. You can say majority of the colleges also will have many divisions. Why? Because there are so many streams opening up. So you have to have focus on subjects like accountancy. So you have to focus on subjects like accountancy, business studies, economics also is a part, right? Major part of commerce. Then if you are interested in doing job, you can take up that. If you are interested in professional career, you can do that. If you are interested in entrepreneurship, startups, then also the commerce will help you. Now, career path, the basic career path. See, after 10th or 12th, you take up either HSC Commerce or HSC Science. Nowadays, you can take up ISC, you can take up CBSE board. There are international boards also. In traditional HSC, you have to select either commerce, science or arts. In ISC, you might go for humanities, commerce or science, and there's bit more flexibility in choosing subjects. In international boards also little bit more flexibility in choosing the subjects. So after 12th, commerce or science, why I've written not arts? Because right now, after NEP that will also happen. Right now the flexibility from say commerce, science, can take up into commerce, but this year, my last year, NEP has been introduced at all first year levels. So those who are coming to first year college, that is the degree college, NEP is already implemented throughout the nation. Majority of the north, south states are opposing it, specifically in Karnataka, they are opposing NEP, but that's a political reason. So NEP has been introduced in all over the states, okay? So first year, there will be NEP. So now you have many interdisciplinary subjects in commerce also. Now, how many of you like Hindi or Marathi? Nobody, na? सब लोग ने opt out किया होगा, right? So now, NEP, there I'll go to that later, but right now I will go through university courses. BCom, now BCom has many specializations. BCom with financial markets, you call it as BFM. BCom with account and finance, you call it as BAF. BCom with banking and insurance, you call it BBI. So ultimately, they are all branches of BCom only, Bachelor of Commerce, but various specializations are being offered. BCom with management, that is also a subject. Now again, remember, there are two, BMS or BBA. BMS or BBA will require you entrance test. The BMS course has come under AICTU, has been removed from university. It will come under like engineering, so there is a common entrance test. So for regular BCom with management you can do, but BMS or BBA you need to give entrance test, so the boards are different now. So you can go to many universities. Earlier Mumbai University was the only option in Mumbai. Now you have HSNC University, Baba University with Somaiya, NMIMS, Mumbai, yeah? I'm talking about only Mumbai. And SNDT, Women's University. Outside of Mumbai, you have MET, Flame, Symbiosis. So these are the universities, and there are central universities where you need to appear for CUET, Central Universities Entrance Test. After that, you can take up any course. Now you can see side by side, I have written some professional courses, CA, CPA, CCA, CMA, ICWA. Further, there are experts who will talk about it. So along with commerce, commerce being not a very full-time course, you can finish your college in 5 to 6 hours. So it leaves you much more time to pursue your professional courses. Along with commerce, you can go for some or the other professional certification. It can be CA, CMA, CFA, anything according to your choice and interest. After you complete your graduation, you can go for masters. Masters also you can go for MCom, you can go for MMS, that is commonly we tell as MBA. Again, there will be an entrance test for that. You can go for LLB. After graduation, it is called as LLB. After 12th, you can go for BA with LLB or Bachelor of Law Science. Obviously, the law faculty will talk about that. Then you have many PG diploma courses. PG diploma in various streams. If you are interested in marketing, if you are interested in human resource, you are interested in finance, you can do various courses. And the last ultimate will be PhD or the scholars. Now, why NEP was introduced? Because the scenario, we have the largest population, the young population. Now the scenario is changing. Now tell me, how many have used AI in their projects, in their daily life? How many are using it? Everybody is using AI. So why do you need now? So do you think there should be a change in the syllabus, in the curriculum? Yes, because many things were so, like our generation will think ki arey PPT banana ye sab difficult, and now for you it's very easy. Yes, how? Because of AI. So do you not think that the syllabus and the learning scenarios also should change, right? So due to the challenges, your generation has many challenges because the scenarios are changing very fast. So your skill sets also need to be updated along with the latest century. So NEP is multidisciplinary holistic. Yeah, now I want to tell, under NEP, junior college also will come, but you will be escaped because junior college, it will come from 27. Vernacular language will be made compulsory. So if you are staying in the state of Maharashtra, you cannot say कि मुझे मराठी मला नाही कळत मराठी म्हणजे आना ही पडेगा. When you are in Rome, be like Romans. So you need to learn vernacular. So जो inhibition है ना, I also had. So जो वो निकालना पड़ेगा towards vernacular because NEP's lot of focus is there on Indian ethos and Indian knowledge system. So that is also part of that. Now NEP structure, it will be 4 years UG program. It has multiple entry exit. So one student, suppose due to any reason, it is already there in foreign education, one student want to just finish 2 semesters and then go for some work experience. Okay, no issues. You can just go for 2 semesters, you will get a certificate, you have to have 1 credit, 4 credit for exit, then again after 2 years, you can come back for the second year. For that, you need to have ABC. How many of you have created ABC ID? Are you aware? No. When you will go to college, you need to link your Aadhaar card with your phone number. If it is not done, do it in the vacation time. So you need to create a ABC ID, APAR ID, where your credits will be deposited. So your credits will be linked with your Aadhaar card. So the moment between universities, colleges will be very easy. Your credits will be accumulated there and you can go further. So NEP structure is there. So it will be a 4-year or a 3-year graduation. So those who want to go for further studies can opt for 4-year graduation. Otherwise, 3-year graduation will suffice. So आपको अगर, see, suppose somebody wants to do business. So no need to study for 4 years. You can just complete your graduation in 3 years and you can start up your own entrepreneurship. So ultimately, it all comes down here only. Whether you go for languages, whether you go for psychology, whether you go for economics, whether you go for commerce, your other skills are very important. Right from communication skills, personality development, all that emotional quotient, everything is very important in your career choice. So it is not we are not here to talk about कि ठीक है ये बनना है. It is your career which you should be enjoying. Throughout the life you have to live with it. You are not, nowadays, now generation gets bored very fast. आज का generation फटाफट बोर हो जाता है. ठीक है, now I'm not interested. अभी I used to like that subject, but now I'm not interested. So this career is going to live with you. Okay, no problem. There are things also you can change midway also. Your career path you can change midway also. Therefore, the NEP is there. Okay, so skills for success. Ultimately, this is my always last slide. Ki commerce and basic education, which you get from school and colleges, is like a basic ice cream that you need to give your own toppings. Individual can have individual choice and make your own souffle and go out in the world. So ultimately, Albert Einstein says, कि student is not a container to fill, but it is a torch to light up. So you need to light up your torch within yourself and decide your career. Thank you. Thank you all. Now moving on to the next person. We have with us CA Mrs. Tanvi Shah. Her slide. Yeah, we have with us CA Ms. Tanvi Shah. She is a highly accomplished chartered accountant and a dedicated educator specializing in commerce subjects, including accounts, financial management, costing, mathematics, and statistics and law. She has successfully completed a rigorous CA course in the testament to her commitment, perseverance, and strong determination. She imparts her knowledge through group tuition for commerce and CA students, And with her expertise and mentorship, she continues to inspire the further generation. So right now, we invite Ms. Tanvi Shah to give the guidance to our students about the CA course.
So, if you are keen to pursue your career in one of the toughest and one of the prestigious course, Chartered Accountancy, then hello all. I'm CA Tanvisha and I'm here to take you through the journey to become CA. First of all, I must thank Matrushri, Maniben, Shivji, Devji, Kanya Kelavani Fund for giving me this opportunity, and I'm very grateful that I'm presenting my course, Why and How to Become Chartered Accountant in India. To begin with, I just want to put a light on certain misconception about CAs going on nowadays, that CA is very common now. Everyone is doing CA. Every next person in the commerce is trying to do CA. And so many people are becoming CA. Patrika bharai jai છે, CA નું result આવે ત્યારે. So job opportunities ઓછી થઈ જશે. AI is going to replace CA course. CAs ने replace करसे. So all these are wrong belief. And I'm sure after these slides, you will change your mindset. So let me take you to some realistic statistic. Right now, there are 4 lakh chartered accountant. It is somewhere 4,23,000 chartered accountant, 7.5 crores taxpayers, and other opportunity. There is requirement of minimum 15 lakh CAs right now. So demand to છે. So it's not like that कि demand ઓછું થઈ રહ્યું છે. If you ask any CA surrounding, કોઈ પણ CA કોઈ દિવસ free નહીં મળે. એક CA 4 જણાનું કામ કરે છે. See, and one more article, ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, the institute which is responsible to take carry CA exams, and they make CAs in India. They said we need more than 30 lakh new CAs by the end of 2047. I think that's a great demand, and you all can be one of those. Now, so even institute is feeling that more number of CAs will be required. So institute is making chartered accountancy course more student friendly. Now exams will be conducted, all levels including CA final will be conducted thrice in a year. That is in September, May, September and January. So student will get more options, more number of chartered accountants will be made in every year. And if you refer past data, it was just 2 to 3% CA pass out result, but now CA results are increasing day by day, and that I think a good percentage, somewhere between 14 to 20%, and I think you all can try that. Now, coming to the CA opportunities. See, let's see how CAs are ruling the entire economy. Unlike tradition time, CA's duty is not just auditing and taxation. Now CAs are seen banking, insurance, they can have investment banking. In audit also there are specialization audit like forensic audit or transfer pricing, and I think teaching. CAs are good teachers also. So I think CA is seen everywhere in the economy and requirements. Even CAs are seen in good entrepreneurs also. If you, because actually CA curriculum teaches you consistency, time management, discipline, you get financial literacy, you get accounting knowledge, you get costing knowledge, you also are well aware about tax regimes. All this makes you good entrepreneur. If you see Kumar Mangalam Birla, is chartered accountant. You are new age CAs. Startups that Ashwin Damera, Aman Gupta, Oral Sharks, they are CA, and they have said in they have said that CA curriculum has helped them a lot in becoming CA. Now coming to the difficulty of the course. Our Prime Minister once said CA's signature is most powerful than PM. And that has become very viral. But this is not just a statement of appreciation. It is a statement imposing lot of responsibilities on the shoulder of CAs. So, thoda mehnat to lagne wala hai. ठीक है? But it's not, I don't know why grinds and hustles are always seen negatively. Because if you ask me, CA curriculum teaches you lots many things. At every stage of CA studies, you get to learn something which is very interesting and very new. And I think that's very, it's not that anyone cannot do CA. It's just you have to develop these many skills, which is just time management, hard work. It's not just hard work, it is smartly done in the hard work. Consistency, you have to be consistent in the study, conceptual clarity. See, CA course is more conceptual. Whatever the way you were studying till 10th standard will not going to work here. It is not more beyond than rote learning. So you have to be very much conceptual. It's not like you should have always ask why this is happening and how this is happening, not just what is happening. So, and also avoiding distraction, and you all know very much what are the distraction in your life, not just reducing that distraction, just stay away from that distraction. It's just 4 years work, and when you see that those 2 letters before your name, your world is going to change. So I am that analytical thinking, adaptability. Now quickly going through journey to become CA. There are 3 levels: foundation, intermediate, and final. As the level increases, level of difficulty also increases. There are 2 routes to enter to CA course. One is after 12th, which is foundation course, and the other is direct entry, which is after BCom, after graduation. So any graduate with 60% or more from non-commerce field and 55% or more from commerce field can get direct entry to intermediate course. They don't have to appear for foundation course. But I think that's not a great idea because you're already wasting your 3 years time. So foundation course is the best route, which starts after 12th standard. And you have to just register at the beginning of the 12th grade, and you can start preparation also. Foundation course is everything, whatever you have learned in 11th and 12th standard, only 1 level higher than this. So it is very easy to clear if you work dedicatedly in 11th and 12th standard. Only that you have to make your concepts very clear. Then you can appear for your 12th grade exam in next February, and in the following May or September, depending upon your level of preparation, you can appear for CA Foundation. This will take approximately 6 months' time. And after you clear your foundation, you can register yourself for CA Intermediate. There's something missing. Okay, I think slide mein thoda sa CA final, not CA final. You can register yourself for CA Intermediate course, and you can, after 8 month preparation, you can give your CA Intermediate, and along with that, you have to take integrated course on IT and soft skill, which is IT training conducted by institute, which is 1 month training only. And once you clear your CA Inter, two important stage. I think this is very important stage at CA curriculum. You have to register for CA final, and you have to also apply for practical training. Now practical training is commonly known as articleship. You can take Big 4, Big 10, or a small size, mid size firm, koi bhi lo. But here this is very important stage. Here your learning curve should be higher. More you learn during your practical training, better you work when you become CA. And this is pure 2 years training course. Here you don't have to give any exams, only that some 4 online self-paced module, which are very easy. E-books are available on that, and you can complete at your own pace. And after having 6 months study period break, after completing this, you have 6 months study period break. So you can see there is complete differentiation. When 2 years you are taking training, you don't have to worry about the exams. And when you are preparing for the exam, you don't have to work. So I think this is which institute has made very nice. And after 6 months, you can appear for CA final. and you can apply for membership. So this entire process will take around 4 years. There is one more interesting feature added to the course, which is exit route. Just exit route. If you have cleared all these steps, means you have completed your 2 years practical training, also taken 2 IT trainings, everything, cleared your self-paced module also, just that you don't want to give CA final or you cannot clear CA final, then you can apply for BAA. That is Business Accounting Associates. So that's also great degree on which you can take a job. So I think this is very good initiative on the part of ICI to recognize semi-qualified chartered accountants, half CAs, and that's all. CAs have many opportunities. Don't drag away by any negative thoughts about, in case if you want anything to know, if you want to know anything about CA, then go to CAs only. Because non-CAs are always demanding the CA course. So I think CAs will guide you how interesting it is. And I've kept the other slides for your reference, which are, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanvi, for your in-depth knowledge about CA course and the path to that. So, next speaker. Next, we have Sunny Bhavesh Savla. He is the youngest qualified actuary of India, recognized in the India Book of Records and also a certified FRM. With around 4 years of experience in the financial risk management at big fours like Deloitte, PwC, he has worked with both domestic and international banks on risk management and regulatory framework. Beyond his corporate journey, he is also passionate about mentoring future actuaries, guiding students through career counseling and education. So a very new field and a very challenging field. So over to Sunny Savla.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so those people who are currently in commerce or planning their journey in commerce, they might now have heard what is actuarial science. It is getting much more popular compared to the same when I started like 6 years back. Now there is good enough awareness. But still, the question still remains, what do actuaries do? What is so unique about the profession and why is it new? Why very less people are doing it? Let's deep dive into. So they are like fortune tellers, I would say. So it's a lot more to do with future forecasting, lot more to do with what is going to happen in future. We are specifically talking, see, it's a niche field. It does not apply to lot many corporates, but it majorly applies to banking, insurance, NBFCs, and specifically the core financial sector. So they use data, they use statistics to see what is going to happen to a financial institution, how much money they should keep aside. Now you all are from business families. Money के खबर उनकी बधाने खबर हसे कि हवे next एक वर्ष में अपन ने कोई trip मारवी छे कि एक वर्ष में भाईनी wedding छे. So we keep certain amount aside. अपना parents से अपना education माटे कितलु बधु planning करे. See, all these are for single family, nano amounts. Imagine banks, they are throughout the globe with thousands of crores of money. There are insurance companies like anything like COVID, any other political crisis, climate crisis can happen anytime. How many claims will come to a bank or come to an insurance company in that case? Definitely they should be prepared with it, right? They should be prepared with enough reserves, enough money. They should also keep aside their reserves, in other words savings, so that they can meet all of these crises. So it's all to do with the future, the uncertainties of future. And uncertainties does not mean random things. It means proper mathematics and probability driven scenarios. Okay, let's say tomorrow if COVID happens again, then if stock markets fall by 15-20%, how much impact will it have on a bank's portfolio, on an insurance company's portfolio, and how much money they should keep aside so that they can meet those losses. So this is something that actuaries do. You might have heard this ad on TV. It is a bit irritating, but ठीक है. So 1 crore का term life insurance in just 450 rupees a month. What is term life insurance? Death होने पे तुम्हें 1 crore का claim मिलेगा. Now it's 450 per month. If you do the mathematics, roughly 450 सबके लिए नहीं होगा. Different ages will have different. If your dad goes to buy insurance at the age of 40, उसका अलग premium. If you and me go at our ages, it will be different. But roughly, this comes to what? Like 5,000 to 6,000 rupees a year. If you consider 6,000 rupees a year you are paying premiums, everyone's expected lifestyle is what? 75 to 80. You are paying premiums for 50 years. 6,000 into 50 is still 3 lakhs. So next 50 साल तक तुम सिर्फ 3 lakh total premium pay कर रहे हो and कभी भी death हुआ, you are getting 1 crore. How is the insurance company making money in this? Can anyone? Amazing. Not everyone dies. People will say investments, ये वो 3 lakh का investment तुम्हारा 1 crore कभी नहीं होने वाला, 50 साल में भी नहीं होने वाला. Stock markets, crypto, no, it does not happen. But not everyone dies at the same time. If all of us take insurance out of this room, next 1 year may might be 1 death or no deaths because all of us are young. After maybe 2-3 years, some deaths. So companies keep saving those premiums and accordingly pay out claims. So that's how the insurance company works. Again, there are thousands of other things from the mathematics and statistics points that go into computation of these premiums. You put in your details, तुम बोल दो कि मैं smoker हूँ, मैं non-smoker हूँ, I have alcohol or I don't, I am an adventurous person. तुम्हारे premiums will keep changing. So it's not random, right? They look at the data, they look at the past history, they look at the past deaths, they look at life tables, and then they compute the premium. Again, insurance is just one industry. We will look at multiple industries as well. What are skills that you need? So the first and the foremost is mathematics. To be very precise, don't look at the mathematics ke marks in 10th standard. You all, or majority might be 90 above, it's okay. But the maths that you see from 10th to 11th and to actuaries, it's a huge jump. So be prepared to kind of see new mathematical stuff and grasp them very quickly. So it's all on mathematics, technical skills, definitely the ability to communicate. Why the ability to communicate is, see, if you go to any profession, if you go to CA, if you go to lawyer, if you go to a doctor, वो लोग तुम्हें technical terms, they won't explain ना कि तुम्हें ये हुआ है. They will simplify it to you and communicate. So as a role, whichever profession you are learning thousands of technical skills, but your part is when you are communicating to your clients, to your seniors, you have to say it in the simplest terms. That's the reason ability to communicate is there. Even if you are the super scholar person, if you are not able to explain कि मैंने क्या किया है, that is of no value. And now with the world of AI and with the new dynamic approach to teaching, actuarial papers that we'll talk about later, they are moving more towards case study based. You will get case studies like there is a small company, this happens to that company. Now how to save that company, how much reserves should you keep? Lot of questions will be based like that. It won't be your 10th, 12th questions, ki what is this, what is that, iska definition batao, no. So that is the dynamic thinking you'll need. How to become an actuary? So there are majorly 2 institutes. There is IFOA and IAI. IFOA is the UK-based one, IAI is the India-based one. The exams remain same, the salaries remain same, the portion remains same. However, one major thing in commerce, or I think in any other field that you might not see, in the actual journey, this is something you can start right after 10th. All the other courses, everything can be done after 12th, but IFOA, there is no eligibility criteria. Like ma'am said in commerce, you have to do a bachelor's degree. In commerce, it's that way that you have to do a bachelor's degree and then you can top it up with these specific seasonings like actuaries or CA or CFA. So this is like a seasoning to your bachelor's degree. But before 12th, you can actually give 2 to 3 papers. Now, I have seen around 20, 30 more students who have started after 10th and now they have already cleared 2 to 3 papers. And then, if things go well, you can continue with the same journey. Agar tumhe lag raha hai ki no, it is a bit difficult, I'm not able to crack it, it's okay. 12th ke baad, all the options are anyways open to you. So students in commerce who are interested in maths should definitely give it a try as it starts right after 10th. The fees per paper is roughly 20,000 average. There are 13 papers. So you can, in commerce, generally the fee structures are lower. So if I talk about this to parents, in the next 5 years of your commerce stream, you might be spending somewhere around 5 to 6 lakhs, not more than that. Even that is something that I have spent myself, but dheere dheere the costs increase. Later when you join a company might also reimburse you. So that is also an added advantage. The difference between IFO and III is IFO is UK based, which is recognized everywhere. III is recognized in India. But if you want to work in India, all companies, the pay scale will remain same. These are a little bit details on the papers, which maybe we can discuss in one-on-one sessions. You can find that on the website, etc. So I don't want to go into too much detail. But out here, you will be learning core statistics, core mathematics. And not only this, this is the course where, along with theory, there will be R program and Excel, which also will be a part of your curriculum, a part of your exam. Simple thing, stock market analysis karna hai, tum theory mein 2 stock, 3 stocks is max you can analyze. But if you move to Excel, if you move to R program, which is like Python, a statistical software, which is very much demanded even in lot many workplaces, this is something which will be taught in the curriculum itself while becoming an actuary. So there are few levels, the initial 7 levels, then there are another 3 levels, and then the last specialization levels, totaling to 13 levels. There is one common notion, okay, it's a big journey, so should we stop after giving 4-5 levels? Totally. You can start at any age. There are so many people who start after 13th, etc., a bit later, but it's okay, even if they're done with 4 to 5 levels, they get lucrative salaries and good packages. And alongside job, you can still continue your journey. Trust me, all the employers are also very supportive. You will get good exam leaves, fee reimbursements, etc. Career paths, like I mentioned, insurance is the major one. 80% of actuaries go into insurance. That happens in life insurance, general insurance, which is fire insurance ho gaya, tumhara antiques insurance ho gaya. There are so many new things coming up in motor insurance. So general insurance is a booming area. Then there is health insurance, which is a bit traditional again, like life insurance, similar Mediclaim policies. There is finance and investments. There is risk management, something that I am working in banking. There is pensions, there is data science, there is investment banking, and there is being as a consultant. So these are the areas that you as an actuary can work. It all involves futuristic stuff. It all involves dealing with a lot of mathematics. There are, again, these are the many recruiters. So out here, we are targeting specifically on financial companies and organizations. So roughly 100 plus recruiters, and out here, there is no mandatory requirement of an internship. But yes, the people who start early and are done with, let's say, 4 to 5 papers, they even start their internship in 2nd year, 3rd year. But now mandatory compulsion like a CA. But yes, if you do it, you have a work experience that definitely enhances your salary grade when you start fresher. This is the only course where, again, there is no master's requirement. At the age of 21, which is still 1 year younger than a CA, CA qualifies at the age of 22. At the age of 21, you can start your job and you can start earning your salary. Other professions might require to study till 25, 28 years. Again, this is something, if you are done with good amount of papers, 6 to 7 papers, you can just start working and start earning. So scope of actuarial science currently in India, I would say, considering both IAI and IFOA, there are roughly at max around 2,000 to 3,000 qualified actuaries in India. That's it. The number is very less, and the total number of members, like the student members, part qualified actuaries throughout the world is roughly 45,000 only. So that includes people who have done 2 papers, 5 papers, 10 papers, yeah, qualified. So sab mila ke the number is very less, the demand is high, and this is something which is planned to increase to 25,000. So as per the IAI president, they are aiming to have 1 lakh actuaries by 2030-35, and the number is widely increasing with the level of reach. So student actuaries, they can enter into the market with 3 to 4 papers. Even part qualified actuaries, just by doing 6 to 7 papers, you can get a fresher salary of 12 lakhs per annum. This is just an average. And once you are by the age of 25, you are a qualified actuary, it easily matches your age, which is just 25 LPA. So the salaries are lucrative, the growth in India is amazing. So if you have any questions, definitely you can meet me one-to-one where we can discuss more career aspects. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunny. I hope we get more and more actuaries from our community, like CAs. Now we have our next speaker, Devansh Manoj Dedia. He's a commerce graduate from Mumbai University. He has completed his CFA in the first attempt in August 22 as well as FRM course in May 22. Currently, he is working as Investor Relationship Associate at MUFG Lifetime Limited since past 2 years. So over to Devansh.
Hello. Hi. So quickly, I've made it a very brief presentation because I was said I'll have to complete it within 10 minutes. So we'll reserve most of your questions for the Q&A. Anytime you want to take pictures, I've obviously seen you guys take pictures. Even if I say no, you will take pictures. So it's fine. But yeah, how I wanted to break it down is what is CFA? What are the career scopes for you? Career scopes in terms of what are the job opportunities for you and why specifically CFA? Who should do CFA and how you do CFA? So basically 4 quadrants, and when I break it down, it becomes easier for you. When I was making this presentation, I realized although within the scope of this career seminar, we've been guided it under the commerce field, but I'll quickly bring you some stats which will make you realize it is not just CFA is not just for commerce students. Anyone who is also an engineer or doctors can also do CFA, and they should also look into the field of finance because, okay, by raise of hands, how many of you know about share market or have heard the term share market? Almost all of you, great. How many of you invest? Maybe 100 rupees, 50 rupees? 1, 2, 5, 10. How many of your parents invest? Majority? Correct. How many of you know that there are things in finance beyond share market? A few. Okay. So, what is CFA? CFA is a professional degree, and it is instituted by CFA Institute USA. Because it is instituted by the CFA Institute USA, it is a global degree and it comes with a very big advantage. We'll also discuss it later. It has 3 levels. Involving accounting, economics, ethics, and professional management. So when we go into deeper and we realize, and I'll tell you what the CFA course involves, you will quickly realize that it is not just about, just accounting or just, portfolio management. Finance, think of it as an ocean, and CFA is probably the only degree out there that will give you a broad coverage into a lot of things. Now, where that helps you is that you then have the freedom to decide within the field of finance, what are the specific areas you want to target in terms of jobs. A quick, I've heard people usually ask difference between a CA and a CFA. CA, broadly, I'll give you a very broad-based example. They are the people who will actually make and audit your financial statement, which is a profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow. In CFA, you're not going to make something for the client, you're not the financial statements. You're going to analyze things and forecast. 5 years down the line, how are the sales looking? 5 years down the line, what is the net profit? What is the share price of the company can go? And this is all I'm just talking from an equity point of view. The entire plate of a finance professional and the scope that a CFA can do is much more than that. So, why CFA? So first of all, global reach. CFA is available in over 165 countries around the world. And the best part of the CFA is that it is a standardized exam. So if you are a student in China who's just completed your CFA, or you're a student in India who's just completed your CFA, in the eyes of your employer, both of you in terms of knowledge and skill level will be at par. You would have also noticed that be it your 10th standard, 12th standard, a lot of your education experiences differs basis what college you have, what is the kind of faculties you get, how interested are they. But in CFA, it's a standardized process, standardized examination, standardized curriculum. So then that opens the door for you to travel anywhere around the world to do your finance job. Then career advancement opportunities, obviously we'll get into it when I discuss the career path. Gold standard in the world of finance. There are very little courses in the world that actually covers the different aspects of finance, because finance is not just equity, Equity represents ownership in the company. It is also debt. It is portfolio management, wealth planning, risk management, consultancy, derivatives, alternate investments, etc. So all of this knowledge, there are very few courses like CFA, and that is globally recognized courses. So you will have local courses in India who give that to you, but then the advantage with CFA is that the canvas is your world, basically. Extensive network, like in the opening remarks, you were asked to write down as many phone numbers as you can and meet people. In the world of finance, networking and competence are two cornerstones if you want to have a successful career. With networking effect, there are about 20,000 CFAs in India. CFA also has a local society in India called CFA Society India. You get a chance to meet with other CFAs, see and understand what they do in their job, interact with other people. And networking is how you build on you build on trust, you build on your networks within the area of finance, and that it is very helpful. Lastly, dynamic. How many of you have this common complaint in school and college that why am I learning a particular subject? It is going to be of no use to me, once I graduate or once I'm done with college. Almost all of us, we always feel, why am I reading this? Why am I reading that? It is not useful. It is always gone. The base advantage of CFA curriculum are not designed by people who, just sit in a room and have not done jobs. These are the people who are actually doing jobs, actually out there in the industry. They understand how the industry is shifting, what are the changes that the employer requires, and that way, every 2 or 3 years, there are major changes that happens within the CFA field. So now, this is very important. Understanding career opportunities. I have listed out 8. There are obviously a lot more than that. Portfolio management. Portfolio management, simply you have mutual fund investors, portfolio management services. They take money from you and invest it on your behalf, manage it. They'll buy stocks, they can buy bonds, they can invest into other fields. So those are portfolio management. And CFA has a very particular focus on portfolio management. Second is obviously research. A lot of times, especially parents, they will buy stock, a friend will say it, or your uncle will say it, or any other will say it. Research is something that is very important. Research also, again, equity may you can do research, credit may you can do research. So that is research. Wealth management. How many of us here want to have, a great career and retire? People usually retire at 60. How many of you want to retire before 60? Oh, so some of you want to work till 60, 65. Okay. But yeah, so people who want to retire early, have big goals in life, so wealth management is a very important aspect of those things. And CFA also has a dedicated career called a Chartered Financial Planner that specifically helps people achieve their goals. Then private equity. How many of you have watched the TV show Shark Tank? Shark Tank, people are aware, that is private equity at the very broad level. So you don't invest in companies that are listed, but small startups or small unlisted companies, etc. For example, Ola before it was listed was a private company. Then risk analysis, investment banking. Investment bankers are people who help the company to raise capital, to acquire other companies, and all of this again falls under the domain of what a CFA does. Investor relation is something that I do, and if you are interested in more of what I do, we can take it up in the one-on-one session. Financial planning, again, you don't necessarily have to work for a mutual fund, for a research house, for a PMS. You can also join corporates within the finance team, work under the CFO, and maybe one day you will also get elevated to the CFO level, because a lot of these companies also have cash. They invest it rather than keeping it idle. So how do they manage their treasuries? How do they manage their risk? Is also something that you can do as a CFA. Now, what are the broad areas that you can usually work in? Global and Indian equities, global and Indian debt markets, alternate investments, and other asset classes. I'll quickly go through it. Indian equities, do you know how many, roughly, how many companies are listed in India? Yes? Somewhere, yes, correct. So, and what is the total market value of all listed companies in India? Give me a random guess. 80,000 crores, 1 lakh crores, 10 lakh crores. Anyone, just give me a number, throw me a number, it's fine. 400 lakh crores. So 5 trillion is the value of the markets in India. Debt markets is half of it, $2.5 trillion. Do you know? Just give me then another example. World size. What is the world market in terms of equity value? So world market is 130 crores. So India is 5 trillion, $130 trillion. So India is $5 trillion. The world is $130 trillion. So look at the scope, look at the opportunity size there. Debt market is the blue whale of finance. It is the biggest thing out there that nobody, talks about and nobody knows. The world debt market size is $260 trillion. India is $2.5 trillion, 100% bigger than the world. And finally, how many people roughly, when I asked you how many of you are invested, very few hands. Only 8 to 9% of entire India's population is invested in the market. For China, that number is 20-25%. For USA, it is 40%. So imagine your career prospects 5 years down the line when you guys actually start, and more people of India start participating in the stock market, where that figure goes up. Understanding the charter, I'll just complete it in 5 minutes. Yeah. Understanding the charter holder. So charter holder is basically you get the right to use the CFA name. And how do you do it? There are certain qualifications that you have to complete, and once you do it, you get to use the CFA name, like what happens in CA or a doctor. How once they complete it, they get to use their names. So level 1, you register for it, clear. There are practical modules that you complete before your results. Same with level 2, same with level 3. Once you clear all the 3 levels, your examination is done. Then after the examination is done, 3 years, you have to show them that you worked at least 4,000 hours in the field of investment, finance, or any other things that have helped in investment and finance. And once that is done and submitted, you become a member of CFA Society. Once you have become a member of CFA Society, you get to use the prestigious CFA name after your name. So you get to use the degree essentially. This I think most of you would be interested in, how to clear all the 3 levels. So if you see level 1 and level 2, same subjects, no change. The depth increases from level 1 to level 2, and where you like it is the top bold part. 100% computer based exam, MCQ, nothing written, no negative marking. It's only in level 3 where you will have typed questions. Other than that, it's only MCQs. Frequencies, level 1, 4 times a year, level 2, 3 times a year, and level 3 again, 2 times a year. It's largely MCQ based. Again, in level 2 and forward, you will have case study based MCQs. Exam results is fine. Now, who should explore the CFN? This is why I said that, even the people who are doing science should also be interested in. People who are naturally curious, who like to enjoy analyzing things, understanding where a company can go, what are the economics that are going on. Like for example, we just mentioned about tariffs. What was the effect of tariffs? I was just reading it in the train this morning. I just mentioned to you that the Indian market size is $5 trillion. US market in the last 2 days has bled 11%. And you know how much has it wiped off? $5 trillion has been wiped off US investor wealth in just 2 days because of Trump announcing tariff. India took 45 years to get that 5 trillion mark because our exchange is 45 years old, and USA lost it just in 2 days. So that is how fluctuating the finance world can be. It is never stable, and so it is a process of constantly learning, constantly studying things. So if you are okay with working with numbers, you don't have to do, high level mathematics is not involved. Yeah. But statistics is something that you will have to work with. So yes, people who like problem solving and who are basically, every one of you want to constantly learn. This is a field that you should explore. And lastly, for the science student, we have working professionals within the finance degrees who are doctors, who are engineers, who then took a liking for finance and thought, what is the best way for me to get into equity markets? CFA. And then at least 10% of all CFAs in India currently are from a non-commerce background. So this is something again which is viable for you if you want to look at it. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, speakers. All the speakers, we are very sorry. We are running at a very time constraint. So we need to ping the bells again and again, so don't get hurt. It is just to manage the timings. We have other programs, other sessions lined up, and we are already we are already running 1 hour late. So that is why we are very sorry from the organization point of view. And thank you very much. I would request Mr. Piyush Bhai to felicitate all the speakers on the stage. Please do the honors. Advocate Piyush Bhai.
Welcome to Law MBA session in which it will cover career like law entrance and MBA.